Hey guys, this is Goldie again, and in this video, I will talk to you about three things. Number one, let's talk about the Gmail's new feature that they recently rolled out in December 2019, where you can attach your emails when you compose Gmail or when you're creating a new email in Gmail. Number two, I will show you how does that look from the recipient side when recipient receives your email with email as attachment to it. And at last, I mean, this might not be the usual use case, but let's say if you are a G Suite admin and you do not want your users to have this functionality of attaching existing emails when they send emails, how should you restrict that functionality? With that, let me share my screen and show you this Gmail's new awesome feature. Okay, so let's talk about how would you attach emails when you're composing new emails in your Gmail or G Suite email. So for that, when you click on compose, you will see this window popped up if assuming you're using the new Gmail. Let me just minimize it a bit, and then I can look at my attachments. For example, if I want to attach these two emails, I can just simply hold and drag these, and as you will see, these two conversations are moving, and I'll just leave them right here, and then I can send that message to the required recipient. Okay, test one. Now this is about composing the email. That's number one. And then let's say if you can also do that another way, which is if you select these two emails or maybe just one email, you can then click on this three dot icon, and then you will see this option called forward as attachment, and then you can put the recipient's email address and then send it as an attachment. Now let's say if you are replying to an existing email, how would you do that? So let's say if I click on this one and if I need to reply it, when I click on reply, you see this little icon which says pop out reply. Just click on that so that it pops up, and then now you can go to inbox and then attach any of the emails that you need, and then you can send it to your required people. So this is how you attach emails when you are replying to your emails. Okay, now let's go to the recipient side because we just sent a test email and see how does that look on the recipient side. So this is my mailbox and we received this test email 1. As you see, there are two attachments to it. When I open this email, I see these two attachments, and the file format is .eml, which is a standard format for email. And when I click on that, you will see that a new email window will kind of pop up. So when I click on that, you see it pops up in the new window, and then I can read the full email. Same case with second one. When I click on that, it will open a new pop-up, and then I can look up the whole email that was attached to it. You can send any number of emails if it's less than 25 megs in total, and if it's more than 25 megabytes, then it will go via the drive. Okay, so this is the sending as a sender and how does it look on the recipient side. But now let's talk about a use case which I know might not be frequent, but just in case if you have that use case that you do not want your users to be leveraging this functionality, how would you stop that? Maybe just for a given set of users, or maybe for all of your users. So you might have noticed that these attachment format or the file format is .eml. Now if you are using G Suite, which is a business level Gmail in a nutshell, so in here there is a functionality of something called attachment rules. So if I say attachment compliance here, if I search for it in admin console, I can go to this attachment compliance rule and I can create a new rule saying do not allow my users to send .eml as email attachments, and then when they try to send, their emails will be rejected. So let me just quickly show you how would you create that policy. So I'll search for attachment compliance here. Right there, this is attachment compliance, and on the left hand side you see organizational units. So if you apply that on the top organizational unit, that means this policy will be applied on all the users in all the organizations. If you want to specifically put this policy on a specific set of users, just select that specific organizational unit, for example PHI, and then create the policy. In my case, I want it to be applied tenant-wide, so everybody in my organization should have that policy. So I'll click on the top organizational unit, then I will go to attachment compliance and click on configure. I should give it a name. Maybe I'll simply say block EML files, and then inbound, that means should other people will be sending these emails to people in your domain, that's fine. I only want to restrict people to send outbound, which means outside my company or my domain, and internal sending, which means within my domain. So I say within my domain is fine, but I don't want to send it outbound. And then under expression, under file type, I'll leave this to file type, and I'll look for EML. Now I do not see EML as a format here, so I'll go ahead and simply type EML in the custom file types, and I click on save. And then I can go ahead and just look for some other settings, applies on users, that's fine. I'll just go ahead and you must specify at least one action, which is to reject the message, and let's say EML files are not allowed. Okay, and add that setting, save it. Now essentially what we just said to Google is that if anybody is sending EML files within our domain, then let it go through, but if somebody is sending outside our company or outside our domain, then reject the file with a custom message saying EML file sending is not allowed. Okay, so now let's select these couple of emails and send them as attachment. This time let's send it to my another email address, the personal one, and say test2 and send it. Ideally this time these should not go through, and we should get a rejection email saying EML file sending is not allowed. But let us see, let's do a couple of refresh, and as you see, we got the rejection email saying EML files are not allowed, and this is based on what we mentioned as the custom rejection notice. So this is how you can send email attachments in Gmail. Either you're composing emails or maybe replying to your existing emails, and this is how as a G Suite admin you can create attachment compliance rule to restrict that functionality either to all of your users or maybe a subset of your users. So hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, do not hesitate to put that under this video, and I will be happy to collaborate. Thank you so much.